What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 88 of our MLB The Show 23 of Baltimore Orioles franchise mode here on the channel. And if you guys haven't seen the last episode, definitely check it out. Spoilers momentarily on how the 2029 season wrapped up. I mean, you don't want to see any spoilers, right? Like, that's the last thing probably anyone wants to see on this channel, is get spoiled on how the previous episode ended. You know, before we get there though, take a moment, stop, you don't want to see it, and yeah. World Series went by the Baltimore Orioles. Gunnar, I didn't realize, had 4 home runs in that World Series. So 4 wins, 4 home runs. Baltimore, they swept their way through the postseason. No one honestly stood a chance against them. They were a team on a mission, especially after losing in Game 7 the previous season. I mean, you really do hate to see stuff like that happen. Baltimore and Philadelphia, they were rivals. They were a rematch right there. One team signed Rod Acuna Jr. from the Atlanta Braves. The other team signed Spencer Strider from the Atlanta Braves. The other team also ended up with A.J. Minter, but we don't care about A.J. Minter in 2029. No, we are looking at only the cream of the crop right there. Zach Wheeler, he retires on top here with the Baltimore. I mean, that's a shame right there. I mean, he had a real shot to go for 200 career wins. I believe it is this season or next season if he stuck around with Baltimore. But he was supposed to be that 5-starter for us. I mean, I don't know honestly what's happened with our actual 5-spot guy. Former Tigers prospect. I know it was some sort of cat, small animal thing, but not sure what happened to him. He's just hasn't really figured things out, honestly. Drawing an absolute blank on what his name is. But we traded Javi Baez for him. Javi Baez is doing a lot better than him. I think the White Sox set him down when we got him from him. I think he was a Rule 5 pick by the White Sox, and then the White Sox are doing really bad. And we're like, we'll trade you Javi Baez for him. And we're like, yeah, we'll take Javi Baez. And for some reason, I'm really thinking about it. Cannot think of who it is. Former prospect for the Detroit Tigers. Now, I guess he's tagging with Baltimore now in 2029. But yeah, I'm drawing an absolute blank on who this poor kid is. And the worst part is I'm gonna see him, and it's gonna be like, oh, right, that guy. How did I forget, this player? No one makes the Hall of Fame here in 2029. Very strange, honestly. I mean, not real surprise, honestly, that Zach Wheeler didn't make it. Didn't have 200 wins. Didn't have 3,000 strikeouts. But then again, I've seen players with like 4,000 strikeouts and 200 wins not make the Hall of Fame. Drew Jones gonna get himself a 10-year contract extension right now. 10 years, $250 for the 26-year-old left fielder. So gotta lock him up for the long term here in Baltimore. Gotta keep these guys around when we can, honestly. Take a look at the free agents right now. Jordan Westburg, I mean, I think the time's come right now. We gotta let Westburg go. I mean, I hate to see him go, but there's no spot for him. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We've definitely held back his career. Westburg was a fairly decent player with us. Before we had the whole infield laid out with Acuna, Holiday. It was Gunnar and Jordan Westburg, and Westburg would ping pong around. He would start over Gunnar against, I believe, lefties, because he couldn't hit lefties for some reason. And then we had Javi also playing against only lefties at one point, because Javi really couldn't hit righties. So it was something. It was a spectacle to see, honestly, on this team. But there you go, Games Kurchiniak. We're going for Aaron Nola, a 3-year contract here. He's on the precipice of getting 200 career wins. I want him to do it here in Baltimore. He spent the last couple of seasons in L.A. He got drafted by Philadelphia. I believe won a World Series in this franchise with the Phillies. Signed with the L.A. Dodgers in free agency. Eloy goes to the Athletics. Okay, Eloy. I see what you're doing here, going to the Athletics. I mean, it's a big contract, right? I guess not really a big contract. Westberg is going to go to the Giants on a 6-year deal. All right, that's a very strange deal for a 31-year-old who hasn't really done much in his career. But okay, Giants, I see you got to try and get some guy that has a lot of tread on his tires. Taj Bradley goes to the Red Sox. All right, so in-division switch right there for Taj Bradley. Try to shore that pitching rotation up in Boston. Not too shabby right there, honestly. That's probably not one of the worst things to go. Bryson Stott gets traded. Okay. The 32-year-old won like 2 World Series of Philadelphia for a 29-year-old left fielder and a 29-year-old starting pitcher. Excuse me? Why are we trading Bryson Stott? Ryan Mountcastle also traded to the Athletics. So the Athletics, it's the offseason of the Athletics right now. They have Eloy. They have Bryson Stott. Now Ryan Mountcastle. So they have a DH, a second baseman, and a first baseman. Cody Bellinger also gets traded. What is Philadelphia doing right now? They were just in the World Series, and they are selling everything. I mean, 3 years, that was at 8-10, 6-10. That's not a bad contract for Bellinger. What? And then Soderstrom leaves? I mean, I guess, yeah, he's their catcher. Unless he got traded to like some other team, I'm pretty sure Soderstrom was still at Athletic. So Soderstrom leaves. They bring in Eloy. I don't know what the team's doing. I don't know what anyone's doing here. Jack Leiter getting himself a big boy contract extension here. Super backloaded deal. 14 years, $14 million, averaging about 9.4 a year. Pete Thompson. He's gonna be part of a trade right now. Shortstop for the Tides. So Pete Thompson. Kevin Alonso, 27-year-old right fielder, 65 overall. One of these quad A guys that just never pan out here in MLB The Show. Honestly, I hate these guys. Jackson Jobe, that's who it was. Jackson Jobe, the kid who never left a home run in like high school or little league, got drafted by the Tigers and like his second game left a home run. We're gonna trade him to the Red Sox for Todd Lilly. So the Red Sox are getting a little package right there for the 22-year-old closer, coming off a Reliever of the Year award. So Baltimore's going to give themselves a legit closer here for 2030. Not that Craig Kimbrell wasn't a legit closer, but a legit young closer. They're going to accept that deal right there. So that's not a bad deal there for Baltimore. You know, Boston, they're in a weird spot where it's like, what do you need a closer of that caliber for at this point in where they're at? Yeah, at this point, rebuild. Trade them, get some assets for them, and, sell high and regain prospects. Take a look here. This is what the lineup's going to look like coming into the 2030 season for the Baltimore Orioles. Gunnar, Holiday, Torkelson, Alvarez, Rutschman, Acuna, Dominguez, Elijah Green, Jordan, Drew Jones. Nothing's really changed here. Grayson Rodriguez, Spencer Strider, Aaron Nola, and the 4 spot. Garrett Cole in that 5 spot. You got Kumar, Cade, Griff McGarry, Kirkering, Todd Lilly, Benjamin Redmond, Julian Prado. Craig Kimbrell's technically still the closer because, well, he's so close to getting 700 career saves. Look at that. He is 24 away. So get your 24 saves, get 700. Let's get Todd Lilly in there, honestly. Fun text on YouTube, though. If you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below. Until next time, peace out, rock on, stay super classy. And we'll catch you on the next episode here of our MLB Show 23 Baltimore Orioles franchise mode.